Hello friends, have you ever wondered, gee, how do some people eat tofu without wanting to kill themselves? Well, I have not one, not two, three, four recipes for you featuring not just tofu, but silken tofu. We are going to focus on silken tofu today. And in my opinion, the best part about three of these recipes is that you don't know it's tofu. So if you are interested in learning how to eat tofu without hating yourself, feel free to hit that like button and let's get to it.
The first recipe is just to step up your ramen game. You can start with your favorite ramen. I'm just starting with veggie broth. As soon as the noodles are done, I'm adding some gochujang, a fermented soybean and chili paste. If you don't like spicy foods, some miso paste also adds a good punch of flavor. Then I'm going to scoop in a big chunk of tofu with very little care for aesthetics or plating because this is just a quick lunch and I do not want to have to wash a bowl. Example number 2 is going to be a mango lime smoothie. I think the mango is a little too sweet to put a banana in for creaminess, so I'm adding creaminess with the tofu and it adds a little bit more protein. You know how to make a smoothie. We put all the fruits in. Rolling the lime before did help free up the juice for being squeezed. Slosh in the tofu and top everything off with a little bit of plant milk. Blend it up and congratulations, you have a smoothie. Recipe 3 is scrambled eggs. We are going to season our tofu with a little black pepper, black salt to give it that eggy flavor, enough turmeric to get it a pale yellow without being too pungent, and garlic to taste. Then just scramble it up. Spread some oil around a pan, pop in your tofu, push it around in the pan for a few minutes, and the color will darken to a more egg-like yellow. And it's done when it is warm and no longer wet. I just had it with fried tomato slices, but I'm also a fan of this in egg sandwiches and breakfast burritos. For the last and most complex recipe, I am making lasagna with tofu as the cheese. I am squishing the silken tofu out into a large bowl, then adding the tiniest splash of lemon juice, black pepper, salt, garlic to taste, parsley, and 2 healthy spoons of nutritional yeast. That's a vegan trick for giving things a cheesy, savory flavor that is sometimes hard to get without animal products. Then I stir everything together to about the texture of ricotta cheese. Now for building the lasagna layers, I use the raw noodle method just because it seems simpler to me, but it does require a kind of watery marinara sauce. I'm snapping the noodles to fit the size of my tiny pan, then putting down a layer of sauce so the noodles don't burn to the bottom of the pan. I thought it needed to be even waterier, so I added more water. Thus begins the standard layering: noodle, sauce, then tofu cheese. The layers don't have to be perfect, just relatively evenly smeared. I'm actually going to add water to the sauce jar so that I don't need to arbitrarily keep mixing water into it once I pour it into the lasagna, and keep layering 2 more times. I personally prefer the noodle row with the split to be in the center, but that's just me. I would like to note that I have fed this to my parents, child, and significant other who all eat meat and dairy products, and so far nobody has noticed or complained that it is entirely vegan. And finally, I'm topping the dish with a homemade vegan parmesan and covering with aluminum foil. I'm popping it in the oven at 425 for 30 minutes, then uncovering it to cook for another 5 to 10 minutes just so it gets golden brown on top. And this is the finished product.
Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if you've tried any of these recipes or if there are any that you are particularly excited to try down in the comments. Once again, these recipes were only using silken tofu, so there are plenty more varieties of tofu. Let me know if you want to see me try out a complete video of different recipes for those varieties. New videos are supposed to come out on Mondays, sometimes Thursdays. Haven't been sticking to that, so if I were you, I would subscribe and hit that little bell icon to know exactly when I post. Stay happy, stay healthy, and like always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye! Oh, I almost forgot. I have plants. This is a sweet basil named Debbie. That is a sweet basil named Hank. Oh, hello. I love you too. I also have a jalapeno. This is my jalapeno. Its name is Mildred. And obviously the pugs need so much more attention than the plants. No, yes.